All right, this is a great workout session. This is a long session. I have more than 9 exercises that we're going to do in our circuit, 4 sets in this circuit. And this is a program that was specifically designed for one client. We'll call her T. And T wanted this after our virtual session. She wanted me to build this video for her. She paid me to do that. That's what I do. And I created this specific video for her needs at this time, but she said I could share it with all of you and graciously did that. So if you love this program, it's full body, it has impact, it has a lot of postural work, has some strength work. If you like it, say thanks T down below. Okay, so what you need, we're going to be doing some band exercises. We're gonna need a lot of different equipment for this today. So you'll need your bands to be able to do W's, I's, and T's. So secure your bands somehow on a wall, a door, or a piece of equipment so that you have those to do these exercises. You're also going to need to use a band for another exercise for our posture as well as our warm-up. So a loose band for that. We need a block, a yoga block or a ball. If you don't have one of those, a towel or a pillow will work. You need a booty band if you have one, or a loop band that can go above your knees for our bridges. We need a weight for bicep curls. We need a weight for thrusters overhead. And you need a weight for a kickstand deadlift. And if you have a step and you're doing impact, we're gonna practice jumping off the box and doing an impact landing. So it's a good beginner impact exercise if you're new to that. If you're not doing any impact right now, just watch that portion. We're gonna do a lot of core exercise too. And at the very end, we're doing a foam roll exercise because this client is already using a foam roll effectively and comfortably. If you're not, then just use a rolled up towel or a pillow instead. Okay, are we ready? Oh, so yeah, you need your band for your W's, I's, and T's also. We're taking our time, 4 rounds, good technique. Monitor your weight so that your effort in each round is between a 6 and an 8 out of 10. Shooting for that 8 range, especially in round 3 and round 4. Adjust your weight up or down so you feel like you're working at least at an 8 out of 10 effort. All right, let's start our warm up here. Here we go. 1, squats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Grab your band. Whoop. Throw your yoga block. Okay, grabbing the band. We're going to do pull aparts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. 7. Anchor one side of your band down. Reach up with the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our warm-up. 6, 7. Warm-ups serve to increase blood flow, lubrication to the joints. We switch sides. Follow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They warm up, they get blood flow to the joints, lubrication, help with the neuromuscular connection. Step on that band. Let's crisscross your bands and pull like a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And step out. 1, 2. To the other side. 3, 4. There we go. We just keep going side to side a little bit. Wake up the hips some. Okay, good. Turn to the side. Keep that tension on the band. Reach those hips back with a long spine. Come up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Reach the hips back. Good, come to the top. Notice when I reach my hips back, my knees should not move backwards. You should not feel all your weight on your heels. If you do, You need to let those knees soften and come slightly forward. Hips reach back, tuck the chin. Heart is open. Long spine. Last one. Turn to the front again. We'll uncross the bands and just do a few light curls here. Light curls. Eight, 9, 10. Excellent. All right, next up for the warm-up, we're going to do our W's, I's, and T's. Secure your band and follow along. We're doing 10 of each, going from W to I to T and starting over at the top. I'll meet you back here. Okay, now we're going to do our W's, I's, and T's. We're going to do one round of these, working on the upper back and shoulder muscles, starting with the palms down, knees unlocked, heart up, pull back into a W position, elbows down, hands back. Hands are reaching back. Release, pull straight down, letter I, heart lifts. Release, palms face each other, and then open up for the letter T. Release. W, palms forward, elbows back and down, shoulder blades squeeze. Pull straight down, I. Palms face each other, T. Palms down, W. I. Palms face each other, T. That's 3. Take your time. W. I. T. That's 4. W. Open. I. Heart up. T. Reach. W. I. T. There's 6. W. It may be 7. I don't know. 8. There's 7. T. There's 8. W. I. T. There's 9. Last one. I love this. Squeeze. W. I. Palms face each other. Reach for the letter T. Excellent. All right, now we'll get into our circuit with 9 exercises, 4 sets. Gather your weights and let's get started. All right, everybody, grab your weights. We are going to do thrusters. So weights should be in the power position with a vertical forearm, not out with the elbows. Hands in front of the shoulders, not out wide of the shoulders. Feet go hip width apart, maybe slightly more. It's a squat to a shoulder press, pressing up and back as far as you can. Not out here, overhead. Okay, we're doing 8. Are we ready? 1, reset. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Okay, grab what weight you need for your bicep curls. Unlock those knees, heart up. We're doing this 3 ways, so it'll be 15 reps. So start with the palms facing the sides. As you come up, open the palms toward the shoulder and squeeze. There's 1. Rotate down and in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Next one, straight up. So palms are facing my thighs. Straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Open palms, curl it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job. Now, note the effort there. How hard was that? This is your first set. You're still warming up a little bit. If that was already an 8 out of 10, you might need to lower the weight for the next round. If that was like a 4 out of 10 effort, you need to increase the weight for the next round. All right, next up, coming to our kickstand deadlift. The weight is balanced on one foot. So I really shift my weight onto that leg and then put the other leg out just as a little kickstand for balance. Both hands on either your kettlebell or holding the ends of your dumbbell. As you reach that hip back, weight comes right over the foot and come back up. From the side, it looks like this. So the hip should reach back. The knee should still be over the ankle or slightly forward. If your knee goes behind your ankle, you're doing it wrong. So check your knee, make sure your knee softens. Okay, we're doing 8 per side. Good technique first, open heart, long neck. You should feel this in the glutes, hamstrings, and a little bit in the thigh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switching legs, putting all my weight now on my left leg, feeling the whole foot, not just the heel. Hip reaches back, knee is soft, keep the tailbone up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice work. From there, we're going to an overhead tricep exercise. You can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. I'm going to hold the dumbbell at the ends in both hands. Reach up nice and tall. Brace your core. Bend your elbows, letting the weight touch the upper back, and then press it straight up. Keep those elbows in close. Don't let them flare out. 2. Do not lean back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Adjust your weight on the next round if that was too easy. That was really light for me, so I should be using a heavier weight on that exercise. Okay, now we're going to our jump off a box. And for a lot of you, I have 2 risers on here. You start with just the 4-inch, just the top. You start just there if you've never done this. Okay, start with the lowest step possible. It could just be 2 inches. And the goal here is to land on both feet with just a little bit of unlocked knees and to make a little bit of sound as you hit the floor with flat feet. Just like that, okay? We're going to do 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. I'm going to get a drink. I'm grabbing a band and I'm going to the wall. The band's going to go around my head. My arms are going to extend forward. My feet are back just a little bit. And I'm doing a resisted chin tuck. Tuck and release. This is for getting the head back on top of the shoulders. The chin should not lift up. It's straight back. 4, 5, 6, 7, no rushing, 8, 9, 10. Now, as I did that, I felt a sensation in my throat, deep in my throat. And the muscles that help do that, I call them the NABs, N-A-B-S, because they're the neck abdominals. They're deep in the throat, and they are working when you're doing that chin tuck. So if you feel that sensation, don't be surprised. They're the abs of your neck that help provide stability. Okay, we're going to bridges next. All right, let's start with the bridges with the block. So coming down on the floor, the medium way, so this width apart between the knees. Okay, we have neutral pelvis, so we're not flattening and pressing the back into the floor, but just off the floor, a slight arch. Palms are going to press down, squeeze the block, and lift. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Feet are flat. 1. Squeeze and lift. 2. We are holding for a little bit at the top. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. You can press the hands down at the same time. 9. 10. Excellent. Coming on to our stomachs, we are going to do prone, which means on your stomach, W's, and that's this position with a head lift. So as we are resting, and you can have a rolled up towel for your forehead here if you wish, when you are in the rest position, keep the chin tucked. W, so lift the arms, squeeze the wings, lift the head, and release. And you may feel pressure here in the low back when you do that. You can push the pubic bone into the mat, and that will help with that. Or you can place a pillow under your hips, and that can help with that also. And stop any exercise that doesn't feel good to your body. Here we go. Lift. W with head lift. 1. Release. 2. This is for posture strength. 3. Getting that upper back a little longer and taller. 4. Getting the head back on top of the shoulders. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. I'm going to push up and back and just stretch the low back just a little bit. After I do extensions, I usually always do this long spine child's pose. Now we're going to come onto our backs. Into dead bug position. So knees up. I'm going to hold, you can hold a weight here. You can hold a weight up in the arms. So you're pressing at the same time, but we're going to keep the arms still. So pressing that weight overhead. We do not flatten the back, but we hold that neutral spine position here. Okay, head stays relaxed. Tummy is tight. Kick out. 1. Return. 2. 3. 4. 5. The heavier the weight you have, the harder it is. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good. Feet down, the weight, leave it close to your body. Good job. Okay, we'll come back. Those will get harder as we go. and we'll use some of the other weights for that. Coming back to our thrusters, get a drink if you need. There's one round complete. Some great postural stuff in this routine. Okay, thrusters, round 2. 1, 2, make sure you press up and back. 3, 4, 5, core is engaged. 6, 7, 8, nice work. Gets the heart rate up. It's the breathing up. I love it. 3-way bicep curls. Here we go. First one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second position, straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third position, open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. We'll come back to our kickstand deadlift next. So grab your heavier weight for that. Again, adjust your weight if you need to so that you have the right amount of challenge. You want to be at about a 7 or 8 out of 10 in this round as far as rating your effort. That means you only have about 3 perfect quality reps left in you. That's a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, 2 at the most left in you at the end of this set. So adjust your weight. Here we go. Kickstand deadlift. Reach that hip back. Keep that knee soft. 1. Long spine. 2. Weight should be over the toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Somebody asked me on YouTube recently, are you working at an 8 out of 10 effort in your videos? Because sometimes it doesn't look, we're doing the other leg if you're not sure. She said, can you demonstrate working at an 8 out of 10? And the thing is, I can't talk when I'm doing an exercise at an 8 out of 10. I can't talk and teach and cue. So I do generally exercise. Last one, I lost count. There we go. I do generally exercise on my videos with a little bit lighter weights than I would normally use so that I can cue you and teach and talk and count at the same time. Okay, tricep overhead. I will grab a heavier one for this. I'll use a kettlebell this time. You can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. Press it straight overhead. 1, 2. Notice I have the kettlebell by the horns. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice work. That was much more challenge for me. That felt like more efficient work than the first round with a different weight. It's okay to start with a light weight on the first round. We're doing 4 sets. So that works absolutely fine. Jumping off the box now. Okay. We'll really only do this if it's already in your wheelhouse. 1, 2, 3. You want to land both feet even. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you're somebody who's been doing these and you started at the lower level, you can raise the box so you have a little bit bigger jump. If you have arthritis in your knees, losing some cartilage, keep it low. Get the impact benefit, but don't overdo your knees. Okay, the banded chin tucks on the wall. This is really an exercise I've given people many times over the years to help with arthritis in the neck. Let's get your position and do your chin tuck. Arms are straight. Helps with strengthening the muscles in the neck. So this can help with arthritis, disc issues. It's one I used for my own disc injury. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see just holding this position how it helps get the head back on top of the shoulders. Strengthening the muscles that do that. The stronger they are, the better. Okay, so get the band now around your knees for your bridges. Band around the knees. Careful getting in. Sit if you need to. We'll come down on the floor. So we have this as an effort to control wiggle in the knees while you're doing bridges. If you feel like your knees don't stay nice in line with your ankle and your hip, then the band goes around the knees and you push out, just creating a little bit of tension, and you hold that outward pressure while bridging. 1, I'm gonna bend my knees just a little bit more. Press the hands. 2, squeeze the glutes. 3, go slowly with me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lift those hips up nice and high. 10. Good job. Can remove that band. I'm going to grab my 8-pound. Get a little bit better position here. Arms overhead into dead bug position. Okay, bracing, not a flat back, just keeping that slight arch for neutral spine. Bracing through the middle body, we're gonna reach overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could also put the yoga block or a ball between your knees and squeeze at the same time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, you can do that with a weight, with just your hands, with no weight at all, or with a very light weight. All those are options. On the next round, we'll be doing both reaching overhead and a kick out, just to warn you. Okay, coming back down, we're going into our prone W's with chin tuck. I did do these slightly out of order, but that's fine. No big deal. We're getting it all in. Okay, and actually I like this order better anyway. So coming here, we're going to W squeeze with the arms up and chin lifts. Excuse me, head lifts. W. 2. Press the pubic bone into the mat to help with your low back. 3. Use a pillow under your hips if you need. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Push up and back. Just release that low back just a little bit. So these postural strengthening exercises are so valuable for helping to support the spine and helping to give the strength needed to prevent and protect against fracture. So postural exercises are protective against fracture. All right, 2 rounds down, 1 to go. Oh, excuse me, 2 to go. We're doing 4 rounds. 2 down, 2 to go. Starting at the top with our thrusters. Adjust your weight as you need. We're doing 8 repetitions. You should be working at an 8 out of 10 effort if you're looking for that higher intensity work here. Okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Switching out the weights if you need to for our curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight up. 1, 2, 3. Don't rush it. 4, 5. Open it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love it. Love that pump. I feel in the biceps doing that 3-position version. Going to our kickstand deadlift. Adjust your weight accordingly. Okay, so you make sure your technique is good, that your knee is not moving backwards, that your spine is long and the weight is right over the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other foot. 1 breath. Here we go. 1, 2. Notice if all your weight is on your heel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Remember, even in the absence of any change in your DEXA scan, strength exercise like this can improve your bone quality and reduce your risk of fractures, even if your DEXA does not increase. Tricep. Tricep, tricep. Yeah, I use this one. Tricep overhead. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Strong core right now. 4. No leaning back. 5, 6. Going for 10 this round. 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. Love it. Okay. Jump landings. Landings. See how they feel in your body. If they don't feel good, skip this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Land nice and solid. 7, 8, 9, 10. When I say solid, you should land balanced, like you're ready. If someone were to come push you over, you're braced and ready. If you're a shortstop, you're ready to field the ball. You land in a solid, balanced, ready position. Okay, chin tucks against the wall. We will get to that foam roll at the end. Band around the head. Arms are straight. I'm at a slight angle here. Chin tuck. 1. Notice it's not a big movement. 2. 3. The chin does not lift up, it only goes back. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Excellent. Okay, coming down to our bridges, we're going to use the block on this one. Block between the knees. Palms pressing down. Hold at the top. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Excellent. So next up, we're going to take our weight and do our dead bugs, and then we'll go to our prone lifts. Okay, so into dead bug position, neutral pelvis, weight pressing overhead. Let me just check my distance. Look, looks like I clear there. Okay, we're going to do a kick out with a reach and return. Are you ready? Here we go for 10. Slow. 1. 2. 3. Don't rush it. 4. Tight in the middle. 5. Really brace. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Excellent. Love that. We're going to flip over for our prone W's with a head lift. Snuggle yourself into position. Remember to press that pubic bone into the mat for the lower back. Here we go. 1. These are also known as skydivers. 2. Although the skydiver has a leg raise with it. 3. Much more intense on the low back there. 4. I like this version for really targeting the more upper thoracic and neck. 5. Where we get that hump. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Push back, up and back, wide knees. Loosen up the back just a little bit. Okay, coming back up. Grab a drink if you need. So we have one last round, then we'll do our cool down. We're going to do our postural exercises with our foam roll or towel roll or pillow. Thrusters are at the top. The final round. Now, you know you can always stop here, right? You don't have to do 4 sets if you don't feel like it. That's okay. 1. 2. I feel like the tempo has been nice for this. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8. Nice. 3-way bicep curls. You know this by now. 1, 2, 3. Yes, you can hear me breathing hard too. 4, 5. Straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open it up. Big open heart here. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going quickly. 4. Time under tension. 5. Good job. I really like doing those slowly for that time under tension. It doesn't have to be really heavy to still get a really nice benefit. Okay, kickstand deadlift. This is final round. Adjust your weight so that you're at about an 8 out of 10 effort. 8 to 8.5. With perfect form. Here we go. 1. If your form isn't perfect, you lower the weight. 2, 3. Check your knee position. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. I like doing that. I like that single leg version of a deadlift to focus on any weakness we have when we're using just one side. Okay, going for our tricep overhead. Use whatever weight, dumbbell or kettlebell you need. Press it up overhead and reach back behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 2 more. 9 and 10. Excellent. There's a little wobble there. Okay, let's go for, I just wanted to say on those triceps, if you don't like this position, you can use dumbbells and do a tricep kickback instead. So you get to choose that. Let's go to our box. Jumping down. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to drip on my mat. 1, 2. Are you ready? 3, 4, 5, 6. I like the sound. 7, 8, 9, 10. Love it. Love it, love it. Banded chin tucks on the wall. One, 2, 3. Nice straight line with your body. 4. It's like a plank position. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really feel that working. Feel that a little bit in the back and a lot in the throat in those nabs. Okay, bridge. This time with the band. Actually, yeah, we could use both. This time with the band versus the block. Probably would have been a good idea for me to sit to put that on, but I was already down here. Sorry about that. So careful with the rounding that I was doing to get the band off and on. You know, I don't have low bone density in my spine, I do in my hips, so sometimes I forget. Okay, we're going to push out. We're going to press down. We're going to lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Band comes off. We'll set that aside. We need to get the weight for our dead bugs. Okay, everybody in position here, bracing through the middle body. We're going to alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You feel it by the last round. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Rolling over. W's with head lift. Press the pubic bone into the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press up, push back, lengthen that spine out, decompress, long arms. All right, if you have a foam roll, now is the time to grab it. If you don't, and if you haven't been doing foam roll exercises, just watch this part. And you can use a rolled up towel or a yoga bolster or a pillow. For this first one, it's important that it's long enough that you can rest your head and your hips onto the roll. So hips and head here. Good. Okay, so we're balancing. That's really kind of key here. So we're balancing on the foam roll, and we're going to extend the opposite arm and leg as far back to the floor as you can get. Tummy is bracing here. We do have our abs on, especially as we return. We want to make sure that the core is engaged. Opposite arm and leg, big reach, full body stretch. Core is on. Don't let that back arch too much. Return. 3, 4, 5, 6. You can just do this laying flat on the floor. You don't need the foam roll under your back. If you just want to practice and try this, just do it laying on your back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, rolling onto my side. Turning the foam roll now this way. So I have it sort of middle back, not low back, but middle back, maybe just below my bra line. Hands are gonna be at my head. Now, if you've never done this, use a towel or a pillow, not the foam roll. Do that first. Okay, but my client T, she's been doing these very successfully. We do a little back bend, elbows up and back, hands are cradling the head, and then we come back to neutral. 2, 3. I'm going to lift my hips and scoot them towards my feet about an inch or 2. Now the roll is slightly higher in my back, and I repeat this. 1, 2, 3. One more inch up, just like that. That's enough, not too much. Once we get to the shoulder blades, it's really more difficult to get motion. 1. Oh, that feels so good. 2, 3. So we did 3 in each position and 3 different positions to work on that thoracic mobility and reversing that curve. If you're not already doing that, do it with a pillow or a towel first. Do not attempt it on the foam roll to start with. Okay, coming down onto our backs, let's just give a big knee to chest hug. Press the heel to the ceiling. Knee to chest, heel to the ceiling, straight leg. Knee to chest, heel to the ceiling. Let's get that hamstring stretch just a little bit. Let's do the other side. Knee to chest. One more. Let's take the hands behind the head, clasp behind the head. Knees are wide as the mat. We're going to let those knees rotate to one side. Squeeze that left glute if your knees are swayed to the right. Squeeze the left glute, pushing that left hip forward so we get that nice thigh stretch on that side. Take a full breath. Knees back over. Squeeze the right glute, push that hip forward so we get that front of the right thigh stretch there. Keep those elbows back and down. Okay, press the legs out long. Heels are reaching away. Hands are going to reach overhead and reach away from the heels as far as they can go. Full body stretch. Full breath here. Wonderful. All right, very good. Very good, T. I know when you do this every time, you're doing a great job, and I'm just so proud of how hard you work and all the progress you've made, and thank you so much for sharing this with others.